Hi, I'm Kim Bushman, licensed psychologist and founder of Water's Edge Counseling and Healing Center in Burnsville, Minnesota. I want to talk to you today about an experience I had this morning, and that is I woke up after a horrible night's sleep, and which fortunately for me is unusual. But last night was one of those nights. And I woke up, and when you don't sleep well, you feel a little crabby. That was me this morning. I felt a little crabby. I felt a little discouraged. And I was like, oh, it could be a really long day. However, I was aware of this situation. I was aware of how I was feeling. I was aware of what was contributing to it. And I made a conscious decision in response to it. I decided to say, okay, well, I can wallow in this and increase the probability of having one of those negative type days. Or I can make a conscious choice to just say, yep, you're tired, you're a little frustrated, you've got questions like, that just don't have an answer right now. Like, how long are we going to be, needing to stay 6 feet apart from people and not able to hug the people that we love, etc. Or you can make a conscious decision to identify the things that you're grateful for. And so that's what I did. And I was just aware in that moment. It's not only what am I grateful for, but there's so many things that I can't do right now that I want to do, that the opposite of that is, well, what can I do? And so whichever one I focus on is going to have a bigger influence on my mind, my mindset for the day, on what thoughts that I have that day, which influence the emotions that I have that day. It influences probably how I'm going to be in relationships today, as well as just what behaviors I do. So there's a conscious decision. Nothing wrong with being frustrated, nothing wrong with being tired, nothing wrong with being crabby. It's a normal human experience. But you get to decide, as I did this morning, which am I going to focus on? Do I want to hang out there for all the entire day? Or do I want to try to add some balance? And that's what I decided to do. I decided to instead to focus on, well, what do I get to do? And there's a really long list of what I still get to do. And when I focus on that, I feel slightly better. The other truth is that when you're in those days where you're feeling negative, you're feeling crabby, you're feeling frustrated, you're having more anxiety, and you're trying to be intentional by saying, okay, what can I do? Where is my power? Where is the gratitude? What are things that I can, do that bring positive experiences into my life? It's not like you make that decision and then you just stay in that positive end of the emotional continuum. Instead, you'll have a pendulum. You'll be going back and forth throughout the day. And that's really the goal, is keep your experience fluid. Don't let yourself get stuck in that negative state. Maybe take a couple minutes throughout the day to let yourself just name it. Oh, I'm still frustrated. I'm still crabby. I'm still feeling anxious. And then encourage yourself and get yourself back over to the other side for a little bit. So the goal is to not have these experiences, but instead to be fluid in them, keep them moving, and be intentional about which direction you want to go for the majority of your day. I hope that helps. Have a good day.